And today we got today's sponsors.
Langley Federal Credit Union.
And today we have a special guest on the show. Can you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Crypto Bennie, crypto investor extraordinaire from Virginia. I'm glad to be here, guys. Appreciate you guys having me.
How you doing, Mr. Blind? You know, I heard from Ms. Erica that you was the king of crypto.
I wouldn't say the king. I'm pretty big in the area, but it's people way bigger than me in the crypto space.
Before we get into all that, tell people about your background.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm a software engineer. I went to Norfolk State, right up the street from here. I've been developing since probably about 18 years ago. I've been in corporate America for a long time, and I got into crypto back in 2014. I think Bitcoin was like $5 then. So got into that, and kind of fast forward now, I ended up making a lot of money in crypto and ended up kind of stepping away from corporate America and was able to do my own thing from there.
What is crypto?
Yeah, crypto is pretty much like a digital currency. You can kind of say it's a currency and a stock all in one, but even more so, not to make it too complicated, they have like some of them have more use cases where you can use it to create things like NFTs and stuff. You guys familiar with NFTs?
I know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, so for the low level, NFTs are pretty much like digital images that, like digital artwork that you can attach information to. But yeah, I've been in it for a while and it's been paying off.
Why did you get involved with it?
Yeah, so I knew like pretty early on, like crypto was going to be pretty big. I know you guys probably can relate it a little more to like games. I know you probably played GTA, even though I don't know if y'all old enough. But you know how in GTA you're earning bucks in the game, right? Yeah, exactly. You're doing missions and stuff like that. So I got into crypto because initially I thought it was like a token for a game. When I got into Bitcoin, I was like, okay, I've heard at the time, I think it was like Half-Life or something like that. They had coins that was appreciating in value. And that was around the same time Bitcoin had came out. And I was like, man, I got to get into this because I've been hearing a lot of people making money off of play money, so I thought of it like that. And I didn't know how big it was going to get. I didn't know it was going to be new coins, anything like that. But I just kind of took a shot at it and ended up turning huge.
When did you start going through it?
Yeah, back in 2014. Like I say, it was around when Bitcoin was about $5. I didn't have a lot of money then. I wish I would have had a lot more to invest in at the time. Yeah, it was a while. I think at the time I only put in maybe $500, but that was all at once. Like 500 was a stretch for me then. So I probably did like 100 here, 100 there, and just kept adding to it. And I was just holding it. And at the time, me and my wife and my kids, we were trying to buy a house. We were staying in a townhouse at the time. We were renting it. We wanted to buy a house. So Bitcoin prices started increasing and was able to use that to purchase my first house. Yeah, doing all right, man. Yeah, doing all right.
Are we too young to invest in crypto?
Well, that's a good question. I would say definitely talk to your parents when it comes to any kind of investment, because just like everything in life is a risk. You don't want to lose anything that you can't afford to lose. But I know a lot of rich kids that's invested in the crypto. I've been to a lot of crypto conferences. Kids that have way more money than me. But again, when you're dealing with any kind of financial investment, you want to make sure you're consulting your parents, make sure they're comfortable with what you're doing. But yeah, definitely, that's what I'm here for. I want you guys to be like, crypto is more your generation than it is mine, so I want to make sure y'all understand
it. Can you make a lot of money in crypto?
Oh yeah, you absolutely can. But again, you can lose a lot of money too if you can't go into it with the gambler mindset. You want to be safe. You want to do your research on whatever coins you plan on investing in. And like I said, you don't want to put any money in it that you are not willing to lose, because just like the stock market and any other kind of investment, things can go bad and the price can go down. And sometimes you just might need to wait it out for the price to go back up. But yeah, you can make a lot of money.
What is the average amount of money you can make in a month dealing with crypto?
It all depends on what you're investing. If you know what you're doing, you can really raise a lot of a lot of money. Actually, I'm working on a new challenge on my website, cryptobennie.com. You can invest. Well, the challenge is I'm starting with $100, and I'm gonna try to grow that $100 into $100,000. So in that challenge, everybody can follow along. I'm not a financial advisor, so you got to be careful with what you're doing. But tell your parents about it. Let them know they might want to check it out and learn a little bit. But the whole idea behind that challenge is for people that aren't familiar with crypto to get involved and make a little bit of money. Yeah.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, it's definitely doable. It's definitely that's actually in crypto that's a safer number. It's a lot of people that's doing like $1 to $1 million and stuff like that, but that's not like overnight. That's not overnight. You go and then even though I'm saying $100 to 100,000, I might not hit that goal. So it's a challenge. I wouldn't call it a challenge if it was going to be a definite thing, but in the process, I'm gonna learn a lot, and whoever is following me is gonna learn a lot in the process.
What advice would you give somebody my age that's trying to get into crypto?
I would say first off, research it. I don't know if you guys are allowed to be on Twitter, but Twitter is the space where a lot of people talk about crypto. So again, consult your parents and see if they're comfortable with you starting to follow some of the crypto influencers and getting involved with that community. There's a lot of other places that's not social media that you can learn or even purchase books on cryptocurrencies. But yeah, just get involved. Try to research it any way you can and be a part of it. And again, it's a little tricky at your age because you have to have your parents' consent with a lot of this stuff. But just let them know you're interested. And I know your parents are already comfortable with you guys doing this, so I'm sure they'll be behind any other type of investment that you want to get into.
What top 5 steps should we take in crypto investing?
Yeah, I would say the top five very first step is to familiarize yourself with crypto. Then once you familiarize, before you even do any kind of investment, learn about security, because crypto doesn't have the same regulation as like investing in stocks or anything like that, or even investing in like a IRA or a 401k. So without regulations, there's a lot of risk, but there's also a lot of reward. So I would say focus on security as number 2 before you even do any investing, because you don't want to get in there and lose all the money that you invest because you didn't do the right thing to secure your investment. Number 3, I would say try to build a team around yourself, because crypto is, you don't want to be an island. You don't want to be in it by yourself, because even me, I know a lot about crypto, but for example, one of my friends, he's a stock investor, so he's familiar with the stock world or whatever. And by me bringing him into crypto and teaching him about crypto, now he's coming back to me with information that he's finding, like new coins and stuff, because you're only one person. There's a lot of coins in crypto that you can invest in, so you don't want to do it by yourself, and you want to be able to get another set of eyes, at least one person to help you out. Like you guys could probably team up, learn, do a crypto group or something like that.
Is it challenging?
It definitely can. I mean, anything that's dealing with money is going to be challenging for sure. You definitely, when you're investing in crypto, like for me, I consider myself a seed round investor. I don't really do a lot of trading like in the crypto exchanges. What I do, I find new coins and invest in them before the price really goes up. That's a little more risky, but if you know what you're looking for and you know the things to stay away from, you can make a lot of money that way.
How much money do I need to start to get into crypto?
You can start with you can start with like $10 and invest in crypto. There's no real minimal amount. You can start, I don't know if you guys have Cash App or something. Cash App even sells Bitcoin right through the app. And I think you can probably go even lower than $10. But yeah, I would say, again, with your parents' consent, start small just so you can get used to how you even move crypto around, stuff like that.
How old is the youngest crypto investor?
I'm not sure. I've been to some conventions, and I'm sure that the kid, his parents was helping him out, but I want to say he was like 12, and his portfolio is crazy. Like his portfolio is like, I want to say he was making at the time his portfolio was worth like 25 million or something crazy like that. At 12 years old, yeah, 12. And like even a little older, it's a I want to say the guy name is Crypto Johnny or something. I can't remember his name, but he actually does like public speaking on crypto, and he's like only like 21. So he's been in crypto for a while, and he's a multi-millionaire crypto investor.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And this past bull cycle, when we say bull cycle, I mean like all the cryptos were making a lot of money at that time. So the bull cycle is kind of over, but it's coming back in a couple of years. I think 2025 it should start back up. But now is the time to kind of accumulate. But in this bull cycle, a lot of people were making money. A lot of people, even people that just got into crypto for the first time, they just landed on something and was really lucky and made a lot of money.
How long have you been in the crypto business?
I've been in the crypto business, like I said, in 2014, that's when I started investing. But full time, I've only really been in it full time for probably about 3 years, full time. Before that, like I said, I was a software engineer, worked for companies, and at some point you want to be able to do your own thing, step away and kind of structure your own teams and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I had enough money to do that. You don't ever want to just jump in and not have a backup plan. So once I started saving up enough money, I did that. That was about 3 years ago.
How has it been the last 2 years?
Those the last 3 years it's been a lot of ups and downs. So crypto, like I said, it's not a lot of regulations. I got hacked. I've lost a lot of money over the time. I actually launched NFT and a cryptocurrency. But yeah, I've done a lot in the last 3 years. But again, like I said, crypto is new. It's a lot of things changing, and the more that you pay attention to it and study, the more advanced you'll get in the crypto.
How much did you say you wanted?
So you guys can look it up. The bullherd.com is the name of the NFT, and that's on the Solana network. And at the time, I want to say we sold it. Initially, we were going to sell it for $1 per NFT, and it was a 10,000 NFT collection. But because of the network that it was on, a lot of people weren't familiar with it, so it wasn't selling. So we dropped the price down. I want to say down to like 75 cents, and then we sold out the collection that way. But yeah, that's an ongoing project. We're still we're setting it up kind of like seasons. So that first season was us mentioning it and giving people a different utility. But next season we're going to be bringing a lot more to the collection.
What is the difference between crypto and paper?
So crypto, that's a great question. So crypto is a digital asset, just like stocks, for example. And paper money, that's a little tricky subject because back in the day, paper money used to be backed by a real commodity like gold and silver. So paper money is kind of like crypto. However, but when you're talking about crypto, you have more things that you can attach to the cryptocurrency. You can have what is called a smart contract. And in a smart contract, that means I can give you a coin, and on that network, I can say, once you turn 21, I give you a bunch more coins to your account. And there's nothing that you can. There's no way you can do that with a physical dollar because literally once I give you that dollar, it's a wrap. I can't. There's no more coming to you unless somebody physically give it to you. But cryptocurrency, it has a lot more advanced features, and I think it's definitely the future of currency.
How can I become a bit investor like you?
Yeah. Honestly, this conversation we're having right now, I think you guys are already on your way because I had to figure a lot of this stuff out by myself. And like I said, I've got hacked. I've got just lost money on investments and stuff like that. But I really had nobody sit down and you kind of teach me about cryptocurrency. So the way things go, by me telling you guys, the student is going to turn into the teacher a lot quicker than you think. So I would say being interested in it early and doing your research early is going to help you guys in the future.
How has crypto been since COVID?
So That's a great question. So COVID actually stimulated the crypto market a lot. I don't know if you guys remember when COVID first came out, it was a change shortage and people didn't want to accept cash because they didn't want to touch it and stuff like that. So in crypto and in a lot of other investments, marketing is key. So a lot of people were thinking, the dollar's going to disappear. We're gonna have a digital dollar because people don't want to touch money. So that narrative drove the price of crypto to go up because they were thinking, oh, the United States is going to come out with their own cryptocurrency and they're going to put it on this coin, they're going to put it on that coin. So a lot of times, even though the news might not be true, just people having that idea can boost the price. So yeah, COVID and people sitting in the house and learning about crypto, it blew up. So it went from, I want to say it was like 10,000 to like Bitcoin went from 10,000 to $50,000 in like a year.
Are there pros and cons in the crypto business?
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. So, and I would say a pro is that it's a new technology, and a lot of new technology have a lot of upside and you can make a lot of money. Yeah, the cons would be definitely getting hacked if you don't know what you're doing, and the fact that it's so new, the people that would be even more experienced than the investors are the people that actually develop the coin that you invested in. So that's the cons. You just have to make sure you learn and try to figure out what you're invested in to get all the information as possible. And I would say another pro is that I think it's going to be here to stay. It's going to be a big part of you guys' future, even more so than mine. So getting into it early before a lot of other people get into it is important. And a lot of people are calling it the biggest transfer of wealth in history. So, and it's just starting. So a lot of people that didn't come from rich families have an opportunity to be in that 1%. So,
what is the relationship between crypto and Bitcoin?
So Bitcoin is a crypto. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. Like I said, I want to say that came out, I don't know the exact year, but I got into Bitcoin in like 2013, 14. And then the second coin was Ethereum. And then I want to say the third one was Litecoin. Well, I might have to switch to it. It might be Litecoin and then Ethereum. So Bitcoin was pretty much the pioneer of cryptocurrency. And then once people figured out that you could create this without any kind of approval from anybody, you didn't have to go talk to the government or anything. They just started creating a bunch of them. And it's like thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of cryptocurrencies.
How much is a Bitcoin worth? How much is one Bitcoin worth?
As of right now, I haven't checked the price right before I walked in here, but as of right now, I think it's like $25,000 right now. It's been fluctuating around 25. And to clear that up, you don't have to purchase a whole Bitcoin. You can purchase a fraction. So you can literally buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, even if it's priced at 25,000. If you put $1 in it and it goes to 50,000, your dollar turns into $2. So, but yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people get discouraged because they see those big crazy prices and they feel like, oh, I don't have 25,000 to invest, but it's not like that.
Are we too young to invest in Bitcoin?
No. Yeah, like I said, your parents will have to help you. I'm sure it's a lot of kids that go around that, but I would not advise it because you would lose a lot of money. I would say definitely get your parents to help you out because it's a mean, ruthless world in the crypto space. Just like anything that's dealing with money, there's a lot of scammers out there and stuff like that. So I would definitely advise you to have your parent help walk you through.
Okay, if you had a chance to change something from the crypto business or the time that you've been in the crypto business, what would you change if you had a chance?
So I would invest a lot more money in Bitcoin. I would have invested a lot. Yeah. That's one thing I would change. Another thing I would change, I wish there was a easier way to verify like some of the new coins that were coming out because timing is everything. You want to get on something as soon as possible, but also when you rush to invest in something, you don't get time to really research it and see if there's a backdoor or a hack or something that's in it. So I wish there was a better system to kind of like on Twitter, you get the or Facebook, you get the blue check because you're verified. Crypto doesn't have that right now. So you really have to do your due diligence and do your research before jumping into something. But also do it kind of fast because the price is going to go up.
That's all for today. That's all the customer got from me.
Awesome. I enjoyed it, man. This is an awesome show. I would love to see where you guys are going to be in a couple of years.
It was good meeting you today. That's it for today. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Mr. Bond, for coming. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Stay tuned no matter what.
Finishing green. Finishing green. Finishing green.
Hey.
Finishing green. Finishing green.
Hey.